Hello, my fellow galactic explorers. Galactic. You like that? Galactic? Galactic explorers. Today I am trying out the game Spatials Galactology. Now, just as a pre-warning, I do in fact actually have a game already started, and I've started a game before, but it updated recently. So whenever this game updates, it automatically, as far as I can tell, knocks off save games, because it's still very much in the works. So I've got a colony I've started, and I want to show it to you so you can get an idea of the gameplay of it. And it's kind of hard to see at the very beginning because there's a lot of research and a lot of things. If you have watched any of my RimWorld series, this is similar, only space related. And I'm sure you will see a whole lot of these individual characters running havoc in my little space colony, I guess. We've got our red shirts here, our yellow shirts, we got some medics over here. You can raise your people in ranks. Liberty is here. This is one of the events. Liberty comes here and makes everybody in a slightly happier mood, which is great. And if you're wondering about the weird, I don't know, view, this game is kind of different in how you can view it. It's like there's a bar around it all the time. There's no way of taking the bars out of the way. Except for that sidebar. That can move. We crash landed. Well, we didn't crash land. We actually drove here. We arrived with 2 ships for exploring the galaxy, which I will show you in just a few minutes. Right now, let's take a look around and see what everybody is doing. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. When I arrived here, we got dropped off in a place that looks similar to this with just our people and a few supplies. This latest update actually downgraded the amount of credits that you can see in the top right-hand corner up here. It downgraded the amount of credits you could start with and the amount of resources you could start with, so it was actually good. I was talking to my sister about it just the day before the update came in, that you start out with way too much. Now the reason I say that is because starting out with less forced me into learning parts of the game that I didn't know yet. I didn't see a reason in exploring those because I had the resources. But starting out the game, you have to start out setting out items, teaching, well, not teaching them how to cook, but, you know, allowing them to cook their meals. Right now we've got someone over here doing the filtered water, and over here they are working on, wrong one, the basic rations. Now I've got these things going in high mode because not only are we making them for the people who live here, we are also making them for our guests. I created a hotel over here for people to drop down on our little colony and say, hi, how you doing? And buy up some of our rations. And we've got a little area right here where we stockpile things we plan on selling off-world. And the guests are allowed to go into this particular stockpile to buy things if they want to. They are not, however, allowed to come into this stockpile or this stockpile. And it's actually interesting because these doors have locks to keep people out. There's not like on RimWorld you had certain areas you could tell them to go to with the hospitality mod. This is just in-game. You can control who goes into what area. And we've got our little, what are you doing? Oh, you're making the soap. Okay, I thought I moved that. I do. I have it over here. I was going to take that one down. Anyway, just about everything that you have to get for these people has to be crafted, and when you land on a planet, you start with only the resources that you have. There is no way of getting other resources on that planet unless you go explore. And since all of my aircrafts right here, my spacecrafts, and my red shirts, I've already lost one red shirt. Just so you know, in space, do not wear a red shirt. It's a bad thing. It's a very, very bad thing. So I'm going to take you on a little exploration trip. Let's see, where do we want to go? Right now there's a lot of stuff going on at home base. Let's back out. This is the start area where I started at. I explored each one of these towns, put extractors on them, and let's see, which one do I want to take? Terrible Pizza is my long-range one. Manual piloting is what I was looking for. This one is, one of you are supposed to be on autopilot. I might have turned them off. If you leave them out there too long, obviously they have a problem with, getting resources while they're out there. They don't take food with them, which is kind of irritating. Let's just take our ship over here. It's gonna take them a little while. That's a whole nother galaxy. And here you can actually set up your ships to have an autopilot. So after you set up resources on these individual planets, you can set one of your ships, sorry for kicking the desk, I do that a lot, You can set up one of your ships to actually go around and auto pick up stuff, but while they're out there, they don't get their hygiene, they don't get their food, and they start complaining, and you gotta be careful. What's going on here? No, you're not getting a raise. Be quiet! Don't do it! Let's go back to the home section and just take a look at some of these items we have along the side. Right here, as you saw, was my galaxy map. Over here is the civilians, where we can actually go buy and sell. Well, mostly buy, because if we go to their planet and put our own extractors there, we're not technically buying it, I don't think. We're bringing it in from their planet. But this one is where we can actually sell some of the items. Bye, doggy! So, since we start out with a lot less, let's say we've got 70 here. Who was it that was buying the meals? Basic rations, here we go. And you can look through here to see who has the best price. Right now they do. We've got 70, that's 3,000. Start that delivery. Yes, we definitely want that. But some of these things require more research in order to build them. So, you might ask me, how do you get more research? By visiting other worlds. And let's go to that planet. Back out! Jeez. Okay, let's see. Which planet do we actually want to visit? Let's go over here to show what the planets need. None of you have what I make on a regular basis, and I've already visited this one. Let's go over here. I don't think we've visited this one. And this one actually has a 6x speed, which is great, but I'm going to keep it kind of slow because I'm not actually explaining how the game is played. I'm just showing you some of the gameplay. Don't do that. I want the planet. And this will come up, units stored is how many units on the planet of whatever material you're extracting, and the max units you're allowed to store. It has to do with how many storage things. This one, as far as I know, doesn't have anything for us to gather. Let me take a step back. Don't go over there and fight with them. Don't do it. I saw what you were fisting to do. Don't be a dumbass. Okay, I found the easiest way is to... Yeah, we need to speed this up a little bit because y'all are being ridiculously slow. Is to kind of lead them around circles, let them shoot a couple of times, and let them run away, because every single one of these groups that we send out has one fighter and one healer. Nope, nope, nope. Don't get cornered. Okay. I have lost a lot of people, especially when learning how to play this, not realizing that she would run into battle. The person with the gun will run into battle away from the one that can heal them and die. Plus, if they get overwhelmed, they'll also die. So, alright, this particular planet doesn't have any resources for me to mine, but I am thinking that... Hold on, have I actually... I don't think I have. Let me see. No, we're allied, I just can't do anything on this planet, really. But, since I've landed here, I've gotten research points. So, that is okay with me that we didn't get it. Let's tell them to take off again. And go to... what other planet? Exports. Where can we go to actually mine some stuff? I think we've already done this whole area. Have we been down here? I don't remember. Let's go down there just to make sure. I think I've already covered this whole area. Alright. Explore. Have we been here? And these little things right here, every time you go to a new galaxy, you'll be able to click on one of these and donate some money to them so that you can be allies with them. I guess bribing them into liking you type of thing. Yeah. So it's best to go ahead and do that as early as possible. Early game is kind of hard because money is kind of tight. But you do have to become friends with them in order to put extractors on their materials, to trade with them, and everything else. So it's good to go ahead and get that out of the way as quickly as you can. And I think we have been here. And there are bad guys here that you would have to fight, and make sure that you stay on top of your guys whenever you guide them around to make sure they're not getting in over their heads, and I'll show you what I mean. See? They will easily get overwhelmed if you don't stay on them. And all I'm doing is right-clicking them away from the bad guys, letting her shoot a couple of times, and we've got more people. That's not good. Turn and shoot! Turn and shoot! No! Run! Giving your healer a chance to actually get the health back up. Nope, nope. And also when you're doing this... Okay. You're also giving your people a chance to level up in security, and there's a chance that some of these bad guys will drop off unique armors and things that you can actually equip to your people, which is pretty sweet. Like that sound right there, they picked up a piece of armor that time. Come on. This is a higher level area, so they're really not capable of dealing with it. I didn't want every bad guy on the map, please. Let's just go ahead and take off. See, she was supposed to run over there at it. Alright, I am going to back out of this, go back over here, and I want... Where's that? This circle down here showing that it's off in another direction. I'm going to grab a hold to that and bring it home. Alright, and let me just go back home so I can show you a little bit more about this. I just wanted this to be like a quick introduction to the game. In no way a tutorial because I'm still learning this myself, though I think I've gotten a few things figured out. Let's see, here's some of our visitors. They're over here buying our drinks, buying our meals, so that's how we're making money. Where are you going with that? Okay, oh, we've got a lot of water. So much water. Is there... Oh, wrong button. Is there someone we can... I'm not hitting the right button. There we go. Somewhere we can sell that extra water at. Filtered water. It's only 9? Oh, y'all are killing me. No, I'm not selling it to you until the price comes back up. That's all there is to it. It's only gotten up to like 11, but I'm picky. I am so picky. And over here we have actually got all the armors and everything. Let me bring up that list. We've got the job matrix. It looks a whole lot like RimWorld job matrix, only there's not really the option to change them into degrees of what you want them to do first. Under the individual people you can, but it's like in the numbers are in the teens, and it's like a percentage of how long they spend on that job, and I'm kind of afraid to touch that matrix, so I just go here. I've currently, only thing I have done is some of the red shirts that come in, the people who are very base level, I have changed it to where they stay with repair or cooking or engineer or a combination of those to make sure that stuff is getting done. And here's the armors. Do we have anybody? We've got, it says, okay, whenever you level people up, they start getting the ability to put these things on there. I think after we get to the final level, we can finally put gloves on of some sort. But let's see. I can tell you, let's see, this is a level 60, so it's better than just about anything anybody else is wearing. And it will ask you if you want to destroy it to put that on there, and you have to say yes. There's no way of cycling out your uniforms for other people to wear. Apparently they just don't like each other's clothes. But you have the active weapon or the healing item that they are using, the chest, feet, hands, and implants, which is all cool. I'm still not sure how all of those work. We've got a robot inventory. Currently I have 1 maintenance robot, 2 cleaner robots, and no firefighter robots. Probably because, let's see, we are missing steel, which I haven't found any place to mine that out. The only way I found to get it is by breaking down old weapons that we are not using. I am not giving you raises. Stop it! And something else to consider. Where did we go? It just keeps clicking me out in the middle of nowhere whenever I click on that sometimes. Anyway, some of the things to consider is not only are you paying these guys extra when you give them their new rank, because obviously if you've got a better rank you should get more money, you also had to give them specialized things, and I will show you where that's at. Okay, under wanted, this guy is one of my officers. He is a scientist, and I pay him 3 credits per minute. He is currently wanting 6 tiles of room. He wants 4 point of aesthetics, and he wants 1 basic bed. And he means in a room by himself. Now the red shirts, though, they will sleep in a room like this, in a barracks area, but after they hit officers, they want their own beds, and I made the mistake during the research of trying to get officers' beds. Master officers' beds, but apparently they wanted basic beds, so I messed that up. Still learning. And let's see, let's go into maybe research. We should have some more points so I can show you a little bit about the research. We got commercial, facilities and security, food and drink, health and hygiene, hospitality, recreation, and ship construction. I'm thinking I want to... I don't know. I think I want to go for food and drink because there seems to be a lot of people who are wanting brews, Where is that at specifically? How far down this tree are the brews? Luxury bistro, bistro food, bistro drinks. Is that not in here? That might be in a different one. Let's see. Oh, that's all the security I need. I actually need to unlock a lot of this because a lot of these have like new robots. We got a building security robot, which would be helpful. What about commercial? Luxury clothes. Where are the breweries? Because there is somebody seriously wanting to pay a lot of money for that. Hospitality? I don't think it would be under this one. Hotel beds would be nice. I've got basic hospitals. Brewery, research. I really haven't done very much in here. Let's research Tavern 1. And right now I've got 0 of 800 points, so I actually need to go visit some more planets. Let's see. Let's actually do that. Everybody's here. And I took everybody off of their basic flights, because if you'll see, my stockpile here has gotten a little full, and I need to clear some of this out. I actually had to make a new stockpile because this one was getting so full they were just leaving things out here. And if you should try to play this game, I would recommend as soon as you possibly can, get the research for hygiene, and then get the research to get your, what are these things called again? The officer's dock, because if you don't, every time these ships come home, they will drop everything at the edge of the map, and that is such a time waster when you've got so many people trying to run around and get production up so you can get your money up. So, yeah, that's one of the things I would spend research on that you get at the very beginning. Let us... yeah, let's pick a new direction. I can't remember precisely where all I went. I think I've gone to these outlying areas. I think it is time to try going further. And this is, yeah, I don't think we've been to any of these planets. What level are these? Level 9. Ouch! Ouch. That's gonna hurt. I'm just saying, it's gonna hurt. The bad guys on there are bound to be a whole lot harder than the ones I'm used to. And that's a long way to send one crew. Over here is actually where I'm producing new ships. Stop. You're not getting a raise. You're not getting a raise. Job. No, not job matrix. I want to look at my staff. Do I have more people? I can recruit more people. I want to get us to a planet where I can show you what you can do planet side once you get there. That way you can see where I'm getting all these recruits from. But basically, all these new planets, I set a recruitment area. And that's where all the new recruits come from, is each of these planets that I visit. I think I should have enough money to go ahead and get allied with the new group that I'm going to. Yeah. Let's see. We've got exports, so I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, so let's go there first. Hold on, let's see where the CVs are. Oh, not there. Of course, the one planet I want to go visit, there's not a civilian area. I have to go to another area first. Manson. This is where I can go and get allied with them before messing around on a planet that they own. Alright, let's pause it and take a look around. These are resources. I have been here. I have been here. I have put out... Okay, so I am allied, right? Okay, okay. That's fine. Board the ship again. Because I don't think I have one... Okay, get out of that. I don't think I have anything here. If I've already opened up communications, I should be able to lay things out at Get for Structure. Get for Structure. You know, that place. Woo! No. Let's just keep you moving. This is a level 9 area. I don't want anybody to die. Could you run faster, please? There you go. Oh my god. Nope. Oh, no, I don't want to explore the planet. I want them to get off of the planet. I think this might actually be the planet where I killed somebody else. And I say that lightly because I didn't actually kill them. It's just time to upgrade their weapons. They need to come home. This planet is a little too high for us. That might be the one that I actually sent them away from because it was something I hadn't seen yet, and they died. And that was like 2 hits, and they were dead. I'm not sure what this is. I don't know what this up and down thing is, to be honest with you. Some of these tabs, I don't have any idea. And they update pretty quickly. The game's been out, I think, only for 2 years, which is not as long as RimWorld, and a lot of people still play RimWorld, and they're still doing updates. They're just about ready to actually release the game. So, yeah, let's go back home. Let's run and scream and go back home. We need to make some upper level weapons, is what we need to do, because they need to do more damage and they need to have more health. So that is going to be the next thing that I have to work on, which is going to be interesting. But I know this has been really spastic. You're just looking at a game wondering what the hell is going on, but this is just a tidbit, a taste of it. If you would actually like to see me do a series on this, I would love to do a series. If you'd like to see me do a tutorial on it, I can do a very basic tutorial with the way the update is right now. I can't guarantee it would be a very accurate tutorial for very long, because, as I said, the starting amount that I started with was a whole lot less from one day to the next. And I haven't had the game long enough to know how often they update. I just know it happened right in the middle of me having it. So, yeah, and you can actually, if you get used to a certain version of it, you can tell it to stop updating, or you can backtrack the update to play the old version to continue playing that part. So there is that option if you wanted to play it but not get left behind by updates. So that, don't think you don't want to get it because it updates so much that you won't ever get to play it. That is it for this. I really enjoy this game. It's feeding a part of me that RimWorld doesn't. RimWorld satisfies the Serenity and Firefly side of me. This one actually satisfies the I love Star Trek The Next Generation. Absolutely love it. Yeah, so this really satisfies that, and I feel so bad every time one of the red shirts dies. Or if it's an officer, I feel bad about that too, because then all I can think of is like when I'm wanting to say Tara. It's not Tara, it's you know who I'm talking about if you've watched the series. It's the only one Data ever, you knowed? And yeah, she was a security chief when the series first started up. So yeah, someone's gonna correct me and get mad at me down in the comments, I can bet you. But anyway, that is all for Spatial Galacticals. It's actually Galactology. It's on Steam right now. It's been on sale for a little while at $9. It's usually $20, so if you are interested in this kind of thing, you like the RimWorld vibe of a game, but you want a little less tedium, because right now, as you can see, I don't have the option to tell any of these people what to do. I don't have to worry about that. I put the jobs on there, limit what they can work on, and they go and do it. Maybe not exactly what I want them to, but they will. Without some of the tediousness and more exploration, this is probably the game for you. At least to give it a try. I do really like this game. The characters are really cute. The art design is really nice. It's very clean. And going to other planets, as far as review standpoint, there are a couple of things that I would change. Like, I really would, after playing RimWorld, love to have pond control. And what I mean by that is being able to click on one of them and tell them to go cook because there's no food. But if you do the job stuff and you give them the opportunity by putting more than one food dispenser and one water dispenser instead of just one, you shouldn't have to worry about it. It's figuring out a way to work around that, so I understand. I don't know if it's a new thing that has changed. I watched a tutorial a long time from like a year ago when the game was only a year old, and they used to have missions you could do for these people. Like, you click on here and it'd have a mission that you could go to a planet to do, and they would give you money and reputation points. And I was really looking forward to that aspect, and apparently at some point during the development they took that out. I would love for that to come back. The ability to go in and actually, you know, help out the other planets that we're a part of. I would like to be able to do that. I'm trying to think. As far as the building, it would be great if there was a quick way, so every time I click on one of these, it automatically pops up down here so I could accidentally drop one of these. If there was a way to change it to where you could right-click on your mouse to take that off, the same as if you hit escape. That would be my only thing. Maybe there's a way to keybind escape to my right mouse key. I have no idea. But that would be great too, because then that keeps you from having to shift your hand too much on the controls and yeah, I think that's probably, from what I have seen so far, that is the only things that I would change. And usually pet peeves because I've played RimWorld and that's how the controls work there, so I'm just used to it. So anyway, that is my review. Other than that, I can say it has been fun, and just let me know down in the comment section if you want to see more of this, and I will definitely oblige. I'll see y'all in the next video. You have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and a wonderful 5 o'clock somewhere.